All right, everyone, back again. Just wanted to show you that I have got this all back together. Got it buttoned down. Got the, I say that a lot, buttoned down. Anyway, I have this fastened down. Most of the clips now are tight. Looks really good. I'm very, very pleased with the way that it turned out. Now, one thing that I ran into, and I think I showed this on one of the videos earlier, was that this was it was sticking out just a little bit too far. And when I say sticking out, I mean it was back this way just a little bit too much, and it was back further than the molding. And you can see I got that molding pretty well perfect on both sides, or on the top and the bottom. So what I did was, with that just back a little bit too far, is I got one of these little bad boys that you can buy to put on your jack. This rubber kind of grommet. It's pretty dense. It's pretty hard. And I just kind of sat it up against the molding here. And even with the two-sided tape already on it, this thing needed to go forward like a 1/16 or something like that. And so I got that piece, and then a nice little little body hammer. And obviously I can't do it with this, but I stuck that kind of like that right there and just tapped it from the back side, being very very dense and but soft at the same time. It didn't do any kind of damage. But it also did exactly what I wanted it to do, which was push that piece forward just enough to be perfect for me. But anyway, so I got that done, got the door aligned. Look at that. Yes. But everything now is on. Even polished the wheel a little bit. It needs some serious work. Pretty sad because they've never been on the road, obviously. But anyway, I just wanted you guys to see that it was done. It's all the way down. It looks great. I love the way that it turned out. This is the original, or not the original, because again, this is not original to this car, but it is original 57 Chevrolet molding. And look at that, some of my buffing stuff back in there, but it just absolutely lined up perfect. And so I'm very, very pleased with it. Next step is the glass. I've got to go in and paint all this. I know I've talked about how the car was black originally, and it was under this. It looks like it's been black and red and white and I don't know how many different colors, but the original color down under all of this other stuff is black. And so anyway, I've got to do some cleanup on this here before I put the glass in. But what I'm doing is the vent delete glass for the front and back, which I pulled the glass out today. And again, I won't name the vendor, but these vendors seem to misbox stuff quite often. It's crazy how many times I've ordered a part, checked it, the whole measure twice, cut once thing. Well, I've learned, do your research 2 or 3 times. Make sure that you're ordering the right thing before you actually finish the order type of thing. Because I've been shipping stuff back and forth to vendors like crazy. But anyway, I got my glass and it's wrong. My quarter glass is the wrong glass. It looks like it's for maybe a 210 that had the windows that rolled down. These 150 cars, man, they are hard to find these window parts for. That molding that goes around the glass, that goes right here, that piece was, I had to have it special made. I had to have it made by Steel products, and they they shipped it to me, and I got it on, actually. I got it on the old glass. I put it on today just to see how it looked. Actually, it's over here. See how it looked, and it fits really well. It's got like this extra lip on it that the glass didn't have before. It looks great, with the exception of the fact that the glass is clear, and I wanted the green tint. And my glass has some scratches on it, so I'm not real thrilled about that. But anyway, a little backstory on this car. My dad and I bought this car together. We bought it from a professional baseball player, actually, out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He bought the vehicle from a body shop in Little Rock, Arkansas, or somewhere in Arkansas. And the car was painted when we got it. It's a pretty decent paint job, but it's definitely got some shrinkage and a few little issues here or there. But I wet sanded and buffed it out last weekend, and it's pretty nice. But it had 327 with a Muncie, manual transmission, and it was a pretty nice little setup. But I really wanted to do the pro touring thing, and so did Dad. Really, matter of fact, one of our goals was to be able to build this car together, and to do like the Hot Rod Power Tour show. We've got a couple of others. Obviously, there's a little 70 model C10 that we built for my nephew at one point, and we've also got a 37 Chevy Master Deluxe Coupe car that we've got. And anyway, we wanted to build this car to be able to go on, like I said, the power tour and that kind of thing. And so this is a 6-liter LS motor. It's a really, really healthy motor. It's got some internal goodies, a big cam and things like that. I could fire it up, and I may do that in a future video so that you can hear it. But my buddy Brett in Ohio built this engine cover, and it's just kind of crud. There went one of the clips. It's just kind of sitting on there right now, but man, it fits really, really snug now. We worked on that back engine or the coil pack cover back there last weekend. Same thing on this other side. Had to do some shifting of the metal, if you want to call it that. Anyway, I've got to get those ripped back off and sent back to Ohio for him to trim them up a little bit. And actually, I think he's going to make a new set altogether just to make them look perfect. But I'm doing it there. I've got those done. I've got the obviously the shroud, which, man, it looks sick. I love it over the top of that Griffin radiator. Looks awesome. Got to find me a little billet radiator cap so that looks better. But very pleased with this little driver. That's what it is. It's something that we're gonna really enjoy once we get it going. But he's also making a piece for my back dash back here. So all of this will also be that stamped sheet metal that will have the grommets in it. It'll have some of the little holes like this here for the speakers and so forth on the back dash. But the goal is to have this thing ready for the March 9th Good Guys show here at Texas Motor Speedway. And so man, we'll see. I'm video. This is video evidence now that we're shooting for that, and so it'll be really cool to see if we can actually do it. Which is funny because we've got all this time to do it still. I guess all this time really is only a month away now. And so we've got that much time to get it done, which, the guys on TV, they do it in just a few days, it seems, or a week or whatever. And man, I wish that was my world, but every time I turn around, I've got parts that are wrong and things like that. And we hadn't even started the interior. We got the interior designed and have all of that, but nothing, obviously, has even been started, other than me building these seat frames and welding them up and trying to figure out how they're going to mount and that kind of thing. So that's really all that's happened so far. But anyway, man, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks for following the build. And this is really dedicated to my pops, to my dad, who has taught me, you know, all of this stuff, how to do this. And I wish he was here to help me build it. He's still healthy and doing well, but we're about 300 miles apart, so it's hard for us to do this together. But anyway, thanks for following the build. I'll be back in a couple of days when I start to work on that door glass. All right, man, take care.